Good morning, Charlie Pierce.
Good morning, Jody Hamilton. I love being on top.
Oh,
Oh, Charlie is upright today. He's not lounging on his fainting couch.
I am sitting upright and taking nourishment. Yes, I am.
Wow, nice.
I am not laying in bed today.
Nice.
I will be
Charlie.
laying in bed within 5 minutes after I stop, however. I figured, I gave you guys the thrill of watching me sit up.
Charlie, we were speaking of health. Your piece echoed everything we've been saying this morning. That this whole vaccine thing, I just don't get it. You said that your headline: the immune system is resolutely apolitical, and so is the virus. I can't imagine being so consumed by my personal political beliefs that I wouldn't protect myself from a stubbornly nonpartisan plague. I mean, I guess we shouldn't be surprised that this, like everything else, is partisan, and half of Republican men say they aren't going to get vaccinated, right?
Yes, because manly men do not take shots. Manly men use their own manly antibodies their own manly phagocytes.
Well, what's his name? Madison Cawthorn already said that. Oh, I'm 25. I'm too healthy to need it. Like, just stupid.
Yeah, this is the guy who beats up trees. He goes in his backyard and beats up trees.
Mm-hmm. Was that guy? Yeah, but you
sort of wishing that Ents were real at that point, and some tree would come and pick him up and toss him. But we can't always get what we want.
You say you are in the immunological hammock between Dolly Shot 1 and Dolly Shot 2, as you call it. You said I have a little more time.
Me too.
Well, no, that's you. I'm reading you to you. And you said I have a little more time to despair of my fellow citizens, many of whom are, according to a New Monmouth poll, simply unreachable morons. Partisanship remains the main distinguishing factor among those who want to avoid the vaccine altogether. 36% of Republicans versus just 6% of Democrats saying this. 31% of independents say they want to avoid getting the vaccine. Charlie, I really don't get it beyond politics. It's just, doesn't every human want a normal life again?
That poll is interesting because it's further proof of my long-held theory that most independents are just Republicans who don't want to admit it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Otherwise, there's no reason for 29% of independents not to want it.
Right. But
that's a big number.
What do you think it is? It just seems so illogical to me.
I think, if you've been fed a steady diet of nonsense and unreality in your personal media ecosystem for 40 years, you'll fall for anything.
Right.
At this point. I mean, and this is just the latest, and this is a manifestation of that that happens to affect all of us. That's why we noticed it.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw Gavin Newsom on TV last night. First of all, he's on his 6th recall out here, which he absolutely does not deserve. But he was talking about, Charlie, that, we're 40 million people here, and a bunch of those counties voted strongly for Trump, and they're QAnon and Capitol rioters and anti-vaxxers, and we have a collection of, we're really like a bunch of states, right? I think he said we're the population of 21 other states. So
yes.
We aren't.
And you have exactly the same number of senators as Wyoming.
I know. But it's just for him. First of all, it's all Republican funded. Trying to recall him, it's
Sure.
But,
they don't want. They're hoping that they're hoping they can clear the path for another Republican governor because those have worked out so well in the past.
Yes.
Things of this
nature. Yes.
Things of this nature. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, exactly. They recalled Gray Davis for something that wasn't his fault, and then we got Schwarzenegger, which is just But you're absolutely right. I mean, it's that combination, and part of it is this anti-science.
Newsom's got more political juice than Gray Davis had. There was never a politician more aptly named than Gray Davis.
True.
You did write a piece entitled "Andrew Cuomo is done like yesterday's lunch." So I guess that's. But, and again, people...
Well, in that I meant, I don't know that he's going to lose his job, but he's done as a national political figure.
Yeah.
I mean, he could stumble through the end of his term, and it will mean nothing.
Well, yeah, I don't. What do you make of his vaccine czar? Looks like he made a few phone calls. It was like, be a shame if something was to happen to your vaccine.
Nice little immune system you've got there. Be a shame if anything happened to it.
I mean, he claims that's not what it was. So he sparked ethics concerns after calling county executives to measure their support for Andrew Cuomo. The calls from Larry Schwartz to county executives raised concerns of the Biden administration as well. I mean, he says vaccines weren't mentioned, but I guess it was implied.
I mean, the thing is that Andrew Cuomo has alienated almost everybody in New York politics.
Yeah.
And now he's in trouble, and he turned around and found he has no friends.
Yeah.
I don't sympathize a great deal.
Yeah.
He's treated people abominably, even setting aside the Me Too problem he has. He treats people abominably. He treats his staff abominably. He treats other politicians abominably. And now he's looking around wondering why nobody's backing him up. That's because nobody likes you, dude.
Yeah, well, I have sympathy because that's, I've Me Too'd everybody on this staff. And if I ever get in trouble, they're all going to turn on me as well. So I have some sympathy.
Have you been sexually harassing your staff again?
Well, I mean, I never stopped.
She did again.
I never stopped. So
it's just continual.
And I don't, and they would all turn on me on a dime. So I understand that.
Like everybody on your staff is gay.
I can still feel her tongue in my ear.
It's what makes it extra. It's what makes it extra weird.
Oh man! Oh, it's like that thing from Star Trek that comes out of
It is. It's the earworm.
Oh.
I am the thing that comes out of Star Trek. Okay, Charlie. I've been saying. You wrote another piece. I've been saying this over and over again. Certain people are going to wish they let Merrick Garland out of the Supreme Court after all. You said, remember how Republicans in the Senate torpedoed Senator Professor Warren's chances to head up the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau? They ended up with her in the U.S. Senate. And you say you think this could be worlds worse than that for them.
Oh, God, yeah, because you know that if he went to the Supreme Court, he would be resolutely nonpartisan. Mm-hmm. He would be a fair and honest Supreme Court justice. Now he's going to be an angry attorney general.
Yeah.
This is not a trade I would make.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, exactly. That's exactly right. I totally forgot about the Senator Professor Warren example.
Oh yeah. I mean, they thought they were doing her in, and now she's, and now she's in the Senate, being very powerful. By the way, did you see the interview with Joy Reid last night that she did about Deb Haaland?
Oh God,
that was so sweet.
Every time I see her, I just it's that first love thing. She was my choice in the primary. I'm like, oh God, I just love her so much. Oh,
but she's bounced too. I mean, she's back doing what she does.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. No, Deb Haaland, that was a huge. That was a great day. It was a great day
yesterday.
We're having a lot of them.
I told you that the only time I've ever gotten misty in the House of Representatives was the opening night of the 2019 session, the Congress that was elected in 2018, when right below me on the floor, Deb Haaland and Sharice Davis got in this big hug.
Yeah.
And I thought, after 500 years of genocide, here are these two Native women in the Congress of the United States, and now here's a Native woman running the Interior Department.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how great is that? I mean, all the power over the tribal lands now belongs to a Native woman.
Yeah. No, I mean, we've had a lot of great days strung together, haven't we? How about this one? Army Lieutenant Colonel Vindman, the brother, not oh God, no, I'm spacing.
Not Alexander.
Not Alexander, but his brother is set to be promoted to full colonel despite attempts by loyalists to Trump to derail his career following his bit role in the president's first impeachment. First of all, he had no role except being Alexander Vindman's brother. So that's how, ridiculous and vindictive that.
They rolled. I mean, that's the way mob families work.
But it does have the feeling, doesn't it, Deb Haaland, Merrick Garland, this Colonel Vindman, like wrongs being righted. I mean, sure, it's just we have a lot to do, but it's like day by day.
Not just that, but AOC out there pitching the American Rescue Plan, on behalf of a candidate, which was probably as far down her list of candidates as Biden was down on mine.
Right.
I mean, it's a very good time. It's a very fragile time, but it's a very good time for progressive politics.
I was going to say, those of us that had Biden pretty far down on our list have to admit that we were all wrong.
Oh, we were all so wrong. We were as wrong as orange money.
Yeah,
we really were.
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
We were so very wrong. And Jim Clyburn And then along came
Clyburn
Jim
saved us all.
Clyburn to slap some sense into us.
He
saved
shared
us all.
he shared all of us. He was like, snap out of
Yeah.
it, everybody.
That's right.
Just yeah.
Exactly right.
Frangela talked about that in their podcast this week. He came along, just act right. Just
Yeah.
they're like,
Out of it.
so we did.
There you
Just
go.
vote right, and they all right, we did. But no, I mean, watching Senator Professor Warren last night, I thought it really was head versus heart. And of course, Jody, when has it ever gone wrong when I've gone with my heart instead of my head in my life? But Joe Biden was the head, and Elizabeth Warren was like the heart choice.
Is Jody the official sad chronicler of your sex life?
No,
much, yeah.
it's just one of them.
Like Trish, Rob, me.
Yeah,
Wanda.
Travis, Sean, they've all watched the same roadkill. They're all just like,
We try to help.
they've all
Right.
rubbernecked for years. Like, oh
God,
God.
it's. I used to live when I was working at the Boston Phoenix. I used to live in an apartment at the top of a hill, and there was this stoplight in the middle of the hill. And every time it snowed, we'd sit on our front porch and watch people go skidding off into the trees and schoolyards and
Oh,
houses
that's-
in our neighborhood. And that's pretty much what these people have been doing
Yeah.
for you.
With my love life. Yeah, that's super dark, Charlie.
Brakes just freeze up, don't they?
Yeah, that's super dark, super weird.
Oh no, I am.
Oh no, and they don't even have to be in a
I
good
am digging your bike riding tweets, though. I like those.
Thank you. No, they don't even have to be in a good position. You can pretty much watch it from anywhere.
Oh,
Charlie-
you mean the people watching have to be in a good position?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, there's one of
Oh,
my
okay,
there's one of my
I
romantic
was confused.
disasters almost everywhere. So you don't have to be in a good spot. Listen, Charlie, my point is, speaking of, just because we always sport the sports before you go, because you're a famous sports writer as well as a regular political writer. So what the with the Tiger Woods crash? Now they're saying there's controversy that that they didn't do any substance testing because they ruled
Yeah,
it. They ruled it
I
an
don't-
accident right away, and just without
Yeah.
they think he got special treatment because apparently now that's being he told them he didn't remember the crash or he didn't even remember driving, and nobody tested for substances. So
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm sort of. I sort of understand because I get the feeling that job one on that day was to keep him alive.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no, I
I
understand
mean,
not doing a test there. He was in bad shape, but
Yeah.
they were just saying that they didn't even
Well,
do the
they-
normal.
Did he have a head injury?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but they didn't bring in.
I can't imagine he didn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
the
I mean,
front of
that
that
could-
car,
that
the
could
front of that
account for
car
his
was
memory.
gone. The front of that car was gone. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and even if they did not do the proper substance testing, it's still a one-car accident.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, they
Yeah.
ruled it an accident. They said there was.
they'll get, if he was on something, they'll get around to charging him with it.
Yeah, but I think it's too late to test. But I was just saying that reporting came
Fair.
later that he said he didn't
Yeah.
remember the accident. He didn't remember even driving. So it just.
But
yeah.
that could be if he had a head injury, you could have
Oh yeah. I don't know.
amnesia surrounding the immediate events.
Well, they said there was
leading
no
up to and
obvious.
after.
Yeah, they said there was no obvious signs of impairment. So yeah, you're right, Jody. I don't know. Anyway, all right.
Well, then again, we do a radio show every day, and there are no obvious signs of impairment, but
That's
we're
right.
clearly impaired.
But I've drinking so much herbal tea by this hour that who knows what I could do. I might just go chamomile on someone's ass. All right.
Calming and soothing.
I don't
You're
know.
going to go chamomile on someone's ass? Better than Earl Grey, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Go Earl Grey on someone's ass. I have this vision of this old English nobleman in the leather mask, but go
All
on.
right.
As
Nice
long
talking
as
to
you
you.
have some milk with your tea, it's fine.
I do have
Yes,
milk.
would you
I
like
have
some
milk.
with your tea? Do not ask me where the milk came from. It is merely a milky substance.
All right, Charlie.
Charlie Louise Pierce.
Okay, why don't you two just go be weird together? We have to go now.
Yeah, I know. We
All right.
are extremely weird today.
All
Bye, Jody.
Bye bye.
Bye, Charlie.
She's not down there.
Next
She's
week.
okay. Goodbye.
Ow.